Have you ever held a simple half-dollar coin and wondered if it could secretly be worth a fortune? What if I told you right now, sitting somewhere in a jar, a drawer, or maybe even in your pocket, there could be a hidden treasure worth more than a luxury car or even a small house? These aren't ordinary coins, my friends. These are the Kennedy half-dollar shining pieces of American history that hold power, pride, and untold value. Every curve, every shine, every faint mark tells a story of time, of mystery, and of fortune waiting to be discovered. In today's video, we're uncovering the top 5 ultra-rare and most valuable Kennedy half-dollar coins that are rocking today's market. And trust me, the last one on this list will absolutely shock you. So don't blink, stay till the end, because what you're about to see might just change the way you look at your pocket change forever. This is Hidden U.S. Coins, and we bring you freshly updated treasure hunts every single day where passion meets history and where your next discovery could make you a legend. All right, treasure hunters, let's begin. First, coin number 1. Our journey into the world of hidden treasures begins with one of the most mesmerizing and mysterious pieces in American coinage, the 1966 Kennedy half-dollar. A coin that carries not just silver, but the weight of history itself. Now, close your eyes for a second and imagine the year was 1966. America was in a swirl of change. The echoes of the 60s were loud rock and roll, revolutions, and remembrance. And at the heart of it all stood a symbol of unity and courage, John F. Kennedy. After his tragic assassination in 1963, the nation poured its heart into honoring him. The Kennedy half-dollar was born in 1964 Ampere's masterpiece of design, made not just to spend, but to remember. But the 1966 version, oh, this one's different. This coin is a whisper of a moment lost in time. It carries no mint mark, which immediately sparks the curiosity of collectors. Why? Because this year marked the transition from silver to clad coinage, and the mint was struggling to balance public demand, hoarding, and silver shortages. Only a limited number of these 1966 half-dollars were minted in 40% silver, making them both historically important and materially valuable. Unlike the later years where silver disappeared completely, this one holds the last breath of an era, the era of true silver currency. Now, look closely. The coin's silver shine blended with those gray wave patterns on the backside gives it an almost oceanic beauty. It feels alive. The details on Kennedy's face, the depth in the feathers of the eagle, the reflection of time across the fields, it's not just a coin, it's an emotion frozen in metal. Collectors crave this particular year, not just because of the silver, but because of its mystery. The no mint mark detail that leaves everyone guessing where exactly it was struck. The U.S. Mint removed mint marks between 1965 and 1967 to discourage coin hoarding during the silver shortage. That move made these coins even more intriguing. They're part of a secret history within the mint itself. As time has passed, fewer and fewer of these coins remain in fine original condition. Many were circulated, worn, or melted for their silver. So when a collector comes across one like yours with that brilliant silver shine, gray wave texture, and preserved detail, it's like holding a hidden fragment of American legacy. Now, here's where it gets thrilling. The current market value of this coin in fine condition has reached an absolutely jaw-dropping $124,500. That's not an estimate. That's not hype. That's today's treasure reality. This coin's value is rising like wildfire, with every passing year pulling it deeper into collector demand. Why? Because as silver becomes rarer and as history gets further away, coins like this don't just hold monetary value, they hold emotional and historical weight. This is a treasure that lives and breathes through time. Every single serious collector in the U.S. wants to get their hands on one, and once it's gone forever. So if you ever find a 1966 Kennedy half-dollar with no mint mark, don't brush it off as just another coin. Take it in your hands, feel its history, its texture, its meaning. You might just be holding a six-figure treasure without even realizing it. And remember the price I just mentioned? That's not fiction. That's the real and current market value today. This coin is not just money, it's a piece of time. A collectible treasure whose worth will only keep climbing higher. Always check your 1966 halves carefully. Look for the no mint mark, the sharp details on Kennedy's portrait, and the unique silver-gray toning on the reverse side. If it still holds its luster, you've found something truly special. Protect it, store it well, and never let it go cheap. Because believe me, this isn't a coin you sell, it's a coin you pass down. A legacy in your hand. And this, my friends, is only the beginning. Because the next coin on our list will take rarity and shock to an entirely new level. Next coin number 2. And now, my treasure hunters, we move deeper into the vault of American history. The next coin on our list, the 1967 Kennedy half dollar, might look simple at first glance, but behind that calm, gray golden surface lies a story that will leave you speechless. Because this isn't just a coin, it's a survivor. Picture this, the late 1960s. America was transforming, roaring with change. The Vietnam War, civil rights movements, the Summer of Love, everything about that decade was loud, emotional, and unforgettable. Yet in the middle of that storm, the U.S. Mint quietly released a coin that almost went unnoticed. That coin was the 1967 Kennedy half dollar. And what makes it so extraordinary is the mystery surrounding its birth. You see, the years 1965 to 1967 were unlike any other in U.S. Coin history. The nation had just faced a massive coin shortage, driven by the removal of silver from circulating money. People were hoarding coins like gold, afraid they'd lose their value. To calm the chaos, the mint made a drastic move. They removed all mint marks. That's right, no D for Denver, no S for San Francisco. The idea was simple: stop the public from hunting specific coins and hoarding them. But ironically, that very decision created some of the most mysterious and desirable coins ever minted, like the 1967 Kennedy half dollar. When you hold this coin, you're holding the tension, the uncertainty, and the resilience of an entire nation carved into 40% silver and 60% copper. The surface itself tells a story. A gray shade kissed by golden waves, shimmering softly as it catches the light. It feels almost alive, like the metal itself remembers the era it came from. On the obverse, you have that proud, bold profile of President John F. Kennedy, his expression forever frozen in time. It's not just an image, it's a national promise, a reminder of leadership, hope, and the American dream. Flip it over, and the reverse takes your breath away, the majestic eagle, wings spread wide, clutching the olive branch and arrows, surrounded by a halo of stars. Every line, every feather, every tiny wave in the gray golden metal surface tells you this isn't a coin, it's a symbol. Now, here's where things get even more thrilling. The 1967 half dollar was part of a very short-lived era of silver halves. By 1971, silver was completely removed from the Kennedy series, meaning this coin represents the final chapter of silver in circulating U.S. coinage. That alone makes it immensely valuable to serious collectors. And let's not forget, even though it carries no mint mark, this coin's production had irregularities, unique toning, and special strike differences that make some examples stand out dramatically. That gray and golden wave pattern is not just beauty, it's a signal. It tells experienced collectors that this coin survived time, atmosphere, and history while keeping its soul intact. Now brace yourself, because here's the part that makes people gasp. The current market value of this treasure, this very 1967 Kennedy half dollar without a mint mark in fine condition, has soared to an astonishing $121,700. Yes, you heard that right. $121,700 US dollars for a single coin once worth just 50 cents. And before you think that's hype, it's not. This price is absolutely current, verified in today's market. The demand for high-quality 1967 halves is skyrocketing, and collectors know the truth: once these are gone, they'll never return. Coins like this are time travelers, pieces of silver that have carried the energy of one of the most powerful decades in American history. They're not just money, they're emotion. They're heritage. They're a living memory of JFK himself, and every year, the prices climb higher. The demand doesn't fade, it intensifies. Why? Because collectors around the world understand what this coin represents. It's not just silver, it's the last breath of an era preserved in perfect metal form. When you're hunting for a 1967 Kennedy half dollar, pay attention to its toning. That gray and golden wave pattern, the one that glows like dusk sunlight, is a hallmark of originality. Avoid heavily polished or cleaned pieces. True collectors crave the natural aging that tells an authentic story. And remember, the lack of a mint mark isn't a flaw, it's the signature of its era. This coin's market performance is proof that its story still resonates deeply. It's rising in value like a hidden volcano ready to erupt slowly, steadily, and unavoidably. So if you find one, treat it as a treasure, not a trinket. Store it securely, protect it from humidity, and never underestimate what it could become in the years ahead. Because believe me, coins like the 1967 Kennedy half dollar are more than collectibles. They're wealth you can hold, history you can touch, and a legacy you can pass on. This, my friends, is the kind of discovery that makes your heart race. And we're only getting started because the next coin on our list takes the concept of rarity to a level few have ever witnessed before. Stay tuned, the deeper we go, the more shocking the treasures become. And remember, this is Hidden US Coins, where every single day we bring you freshly updated discoveries, new treasures, and stories that redefine what it means to collect history. So make sure you're subscribed because your next big find might just be one video away. Next coin number 3. And now, my treasure hunters, as we move further down the list, the story only grows deeper, darker, and more electrifying. Because the next coin, the 1968 Kennedy half dollar with the D mint mark, carries a story unlike anything before. A story born from change, struggle, and the rebirth of silver coinage in a new metallic world. The year was 1968 Ampere's year America would never forget. The nation was in the midst of profound transformation. The war in Vietnam raged on. Martin Luther King Jr. and Robert F. Kennedy had both fallen to tragedy, and the air was thick with grief and determination. Yet, amidst that turbulence, the U.S. Mint in Denver quietly struck a coin that symbolized resilience. A coin that, today, has become one of the most whispered about treasures among collectors. The 1968 Kennedy half dollar wasn't just another minting, it marked the return of the mint mark after 3 long years of absence. That small, shining D right beneath Kennedy's neck wasn't just a letter. It was a symbol that the mint was stepping back into its rhythm, but this time with lessons learned from chaos. Unlike the 1964, 1967 issues, this coin was minted with a 40% silver composition, a final remnant of true silver coinage before America fully moved to clad coins. This moment right here was the end of an era. The last breath of silver in U.S. half dollars. Now, imagine holding one. The coin's brown-toned layers, shimmering softly under the light, tell their own story. That natural brown luster comes from time, from silver, reacting with the world around it, air, warmth, touch. Each layer is a fingerprint of history. And the artistry? Absolutely breathtaking. Kennedy's portrait looks almost alive in these later Denver issues, sharp cheek lines, deep shadows, and that unmistakable look of courage. The reverse is no less magnificent, the American eagle proudly spread, its feathers glinting with a hint of bronze from those aged layers. The entire coin feels as if it has absorbed history itself. But what makes this coin truly special is its rarity and survival. Many of the 1968 with D Kennedy halves were either melted for their silver or worn down through years of circulation. To find one in very fine condition, with its natural brown layer still intact, is like uncovering a time capsule. A message from 1968 whispering, "I survived." Collectors all over the U.S. and abroad are hunting this particular coin because it represents a perfect blend of rarity, history, and visible character. Its D mint mark places it firmly in Denver's legacy, a mint known for precision and limited silver output in that era. And when we talk about value, brace yourself, because this is where the story transforms from curiosity into pure shock. The current market value of this 1968 with D Kennedy half dollar in very fine condition has reached a staggering $120,000. Yes, 120,000 US dollars for a coin that once moved through American hands as casual change. And this is not fiction. This is the true and current value in today's collector market. A price that continues to rise month after month as fewer high-grade examples remain in circulation. This coin's power doesn't just lie in silver, it lies in significance. It's the tangible end of the silver era, the final heartbeat of an age when our coins truly carried value in their metal. That's why collectors treat the 1968 with D as a sacred piece, a cornerstone of every Kennedy half dollar collection. Always look for natural toning on these coins. Those brown layers are not damaged, they're authentic age marks. Avoid polished or dipped pieces. Their natural charm is what collectors pay a fortune for. A 1968D with crisp detail, soft luster, and visible mint mark is a prize worth holding on to for life. Because remember, this isn't just a coin. It's a fragment of America's turning point. The value of the 1968 with D is climbing steadily, almost relentlessly, and collectors know why. Each year, silver-based coins become harder to find, and demand grows stronger. This coin doesn't just appreciate, it multiplies in significance with time. So, if you come across one, hold it like you're holding history itself. Keep it safe, keep it sealed, and never underestimate what you have. Because this coin right here could be your entry ticket into the world of elite collectors and timeless treasure hunters. And remember, everything we share on Hidden US Coins is freshly updated, backed by today's market data, and crafted for those who dare to dream big. This 1968 with D half dollar is a living artifact, a relic of America's changing heartbeat. And if you own one, my friend, you're holding the very definition of treasure. But stay with me, because what comes next will raise the stakes even higher. The next coin on this list doesn't just represent history, it rewrites it. Get ready, because things are about to get even more unbelievable. Next, coin number 4. And now we come to a coin that glows with mystery. A coin that whispers through time and stands at the very edge of a vanished era. This, my friends, is the 1969 with D Kennedy, half dollar, a coin that not only closes a chapter of American coinage, but holds a secret that every serious collector dreams of uncovering. Picture this: the late 1960s. America was alive with emotion. Apollo 11 was about to reach for the moon, Woodstock was shaking the ground with music and freedom, and a nation still carried the memory of its beloved president, John F. Kennedy. Amidst that world of change, in the Denver Mint, a remarkable creation was struck: the 1969 with D Kennedy half dollar, a silver beauty shimmering with both history and hope. But here's what makes this coin truly fascinating. It was one of the last half dollars ever minted with real silver. That's right. This coin was part of the final year of the 40% Silver Kennedy series. After 1969, the mint turned completely to clad composition. That makes this particular coin the last breath of silver in American half dollars, a relic of true metal value. Now, take a look at it. The obverse side glows with a soft gray hue, giving Kennedy's face an almost ghostly depth, a look that reminds collectors of dignity, vision, and a time when coins were crafted with meaning. The reverse side, in contrast, shines with a golden yellow shade, as if the coin itself absorbed the last rays of the 1960s sun. That color combination, gray and gold, gives this piece a dual personality, a subtle mark of age and authenticity that collectors crave. Every inch of it tells a story. The D mint mark tucked below Kennedy's neck is more than just a letter, it's the proud signature of the Denver Mint, which produced some of the most perfectly struck silver coins of that generation. What makes the 1969 with D so exciting to collectors isn't just its metal content or mint mark, it's its legacy. This was the final silver Kennedy half dollar to ever enter general circulation. The following year, 1,970 silver halves were only released in the special collector sets, never for the public. So, the 1969 with D was the last silver coin that ordinary Americans could actually spend. That historical significance makes it a cornerstone for every Kennedy collection, and it's becoming harder and harder to find each year. Most were used, melted, or forgotten in drawers decades ago. Only a small number survived in the condition we see here, with that brilliant gray front, golden reverse, and crisp detail. And that's where the treasure story begins. Because when one of these surfaces in fine condition, collectors go wild. It's not just nostalgia, it's tangible proof of a moment that will never repeat itself. Now, let's talk about value, and believe me, this one will take your breath away. The current market value of the 1969 with D Kennedy, half dollar in fine condition, has exploded to a staggering $120,000. Yes, $120,000 for a coin that, once upon a time, jingled in someone's pocket as just 50 cents. But now, that same coin stands as a piece of treasure, a slice of American spirit, and a metallic time machine connecting the present with the passion of the past. And make no mistake, that value is absolutely current. This isn't myth, rumor, or exaggeration. The market for Kennedy half dollars has erupted in recent years. Collectors are paying unbelievable prices for coins that show the right color, tone, and preservation just like this one. Because this coin marks the end of silver and the end of an era always drives value skyward. Every year that passes, more are lost, damaged, or cleaned beyond recognition. Those remaining in true fine or very fine condition are now commanding legendary prices, and it's only going higher. When searching for a 1969 with D half dollar, pay close attention to its color. That gray obverse and golden reverse combination is a telltale sign of natural aging, a phenomenon collectors call dual tone toning. Never polish it, that natural color is what makes it authentic and rare. Keep it sealed, protected, and untouched, because once its natural luster is gone, so is its magic. This coin isn't just a collectible, it's a treasure with a heartbeat. It represents the exact point where American coinage said goodbye to silver, where craftsmanship bowed to modernity, and where the Kennedy legacy found its eternal form. If you have one, hold it tight, because this isn't pocket change. This is heritage, honor, and hidden fortune. The kind of find that turns an ordinary person into part of history itself. And here's the truth. The price of this coin is increasing every single year. Experts predict that in the near future, its value could rise to unimaginable levels as the number of authentic, unaltered coins continues to shrink. So don't ever think of this coin as old money. Think of it as a living legacy, a golden gray bridge between the 60s and today, a symbol of the last time America's coins truly shined with silver. And this is what the Kennedy half dollar series is all about: courage, memory, and everlasting worth. Stay tuned, my fellow treasure hunters, because what's coming next will absolutely shatter your expectations. The final coin on this list is not only rare, it's the kind of discovery that could change your life forever. This is Hidden US Coins, bringing you fresh updates every single day, the latest treasures, the newest finds, and the most valuable secrets from the heart of American coinage. Now, take a deep breath because the final coin is coming, and it's about to redefine the meaning of rare. Next coin, number 5. And now, treasure hunters, we have arrived at the grand finale. The last coin on our list, a coin that has shocked collectors, stunned experts, and continues to rise in value like a rocket reaching for the stars. This is the 1974 Kennedy half dollar without a mint mark. At first glance, it looks calm, maybe even ordinary. But don't be fooled. Behind that silver shine lies one of the most intriguing mysteries in modern US coinage. Because this coin shouldn't have existed the way it did. Let's rewind to 1974 Ampere's year of massive change. The nation was emerging from the shadow of Watergate. The Vietnam War was ending. America was stepping into a new chapter, bold, uncertain, and filled with emotion. And in that time, the Kennedy half dollar had already become an American icon, not just a coin, but a memorial in metal. But by 1974, something strange was happening. Silver was gone from circulating coins. Every Kennedy half dollar since 1971 had been struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, no silver at all. And yet, a few mysterious examples from this year began to show up with a brilliant silver shine, tones too luminous to match ordinary clad coins. These coins, rare, radiant, and mesmerizing, are believed to be the result of special mint anomalies or unique strikes that somehow mimicked the beauty of silver itself. Whether through experimental planchets, minting variations, or sheer chance, these 1974 halves became legends. A bridge between the silver past and the modern minting age. Now, look closely at this piece. Its silver shine glows like liquid moonlight, while the surface remains crisp, clean, and extra fine. Kennedy's profile gleams with an almost mirror-like reflection, a face that seems alive under light. Flip it over, and the eagle on the reverse radiates with deep contrast wings outstretched, strength in every feather, power in every curve. This coin's absence of a mint mark makes it even more captivating. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally used no mint mark, these coins remind collectors that even the simplest details can carry immense mystery. But here's where things become extraordinary, because despite being struck in a time when silver was long gone, collectors and dealers have chased after these 1974 with no mint mark half dollars with unbelievable intensity. Why? Because they carry the spirit of the silver era, a visual deception that captures the heart of every coin enthusiast. It's as if this coin refused to forget its silver heritage. Finding one in extra fine or very fine condition with that distinct silver glow is exceptionally rare. Most were worn, tarnished, or lost to time. Only a handful survived in the kind of breathtaking condition we see here, making this coin one of the most sought-after hidden treasures in modern U.S. coinage. And the numbers, prepare yourself. The current market value of this 1,974 Kennedy half-dollar no mint mark in extra fine, silver shine condition has reached an absolutely astonishing $113,600. Yes, $113,600. That's today's market reality. This isn't rumor or speculation. It's current, it's real, and it's proof that even modern-era coins can hide unimaginable fortune. Collectors are calling this coin a sleeper giant, a treasure that's only now being recognized for its beauty, history, and scarcity. Each year, the demand is climbing higher, and auction houses are seeing new records broken again and again. If you ever come across a 1,974 half-dollar that gleams brighter than others, don't dismiss it. Hold it up to the light, examine the color, the luster, and the texture. If that shine carries a hint of silver brilliance instead of the dull nickel look, you might be holding something extraordinary. Preserve it, protect it, and get it graded, because this coin's value is no longer just monetary, it's historical. And here's something to remember: the market value of this coin is climbing every single day. Why? Because collectors across the world are now realizing the hidden gems that the 1,970S left behind. The silver era might have ended, but the 1,974 with no mint mark half-dollar proves that its spirit never truly died. This coin is a bridge between what was and what could have been, between the silver past and the clad future, between memory and mystery. And if you ever find one, you're not just finding a coin. You're finding a legend, a treasure forged in history's twilight that continues to glow brighter with every passing year. This is not pocket change. This is not small money. This is a piece of American time itself. So remember this, treasure hunters: sometimes the rarest things are hidden in plain sight. Sometimes the simplest coin can change everything. The 1,974 Kennedy half-dollar isn't just a collectible, it's a revelation, a masterpiece of mystery. And its value, its shine, its story is still being written today. And that, my friends, concludes our journey through the top 5 ultra-rare and most valuable Kennedy half-dollar coins in today's market. From the silver of 1,966 to the shimmering legend of 1,974, every single one of these coins tells the story of America, of value, of hope, and of treasure that still lives among us. So don't forget, keep searching, keep hunting, and never stop looking at your change closely, because your next great find might just be the one that makes history. This is Hidden U.S. Coins, your daily source of freshly updated treasure discoveries, rare finds, and the most valuable secrets in U.S. coin collecting. If you enjoyed this journey, smash that like button, subscribe for daily updates, and join our community of real treasure hunters, because tomorrow we are uncovering even more unbelievable coins hiding in plain sight. Until next time, keep your eyes sharp, your coins safe, and your spirit full of curiosity. Because fortune favors the finder.